Hello, everybody. Excuse my hair; it's kind of messy, but um, you know what? On here on this platform, I can't believe how gullible and stupid some of these people are with the shortages and this and that, and that's all they do, and or some stupid stuff that nobody gives a crap about. Um, but and most of them are kind of like, because if you think about it, this platform and all the rest are media. So when they're making money off you, you become their slave. They make more money off you than you know. And most people are using this as a business. But I got news for them. It does not matter. Doesn't matter. If you ain't got the gist of what's coming down, there's no hope. Um, you're going to lose it all. You're going to lose it all. And it doesn't matter, I was at the store and was harassed by some stupid person that was supposed to be in charge of the check lanes. And, she was accused, not so much of saying that, but she was accusing me of stealing. And, because I had bags from the Dollar Tree and another place. And instead of going through the bags, she just sat there and kept coming back and forth harassing me. And I had a tag that my daughter forgot to take off my sweatshirt. And she said, "You don't get a tag in there." I ripped it off and so. The stupid sweatshirt has my name on it. It was, what do they call it? Where they, you special order that stuff and then they put, stuff on it and different things like that. Yeah, that's what it was. And I'll tell you what, I had never seen that store act as ignorant as they've been acting lately. And I don't care. It's pretty dang bad when your eggs are freaking higher than your milk. But that's not the half of it. They're going to cut the EBT, pandemic EBT. I'm just warning everybody. Now, I've always said don't depend on the government to do anything for you. They're going to cut the pandemic EBT in March. So, people that make a lot of money, but not enough money to get them by, so they get, used to be $16. Now they raised it to 23. Oh wow, you're gonna buy a loaf of bread for 23 bucks. Or a carton of eggs. You can't do that. Uh, and then I just heard from the Alaskan prepper. He had, uh, I think he buys gold from this particular company, ST Bullion. And they had a video on the FDIC, which is for banks, the federal crapola. But now they were talking about uh, doing something to the banks, but indiscretionally, so the people are not going to make a bank run to the bank. what they're going to do is they are going to make the announcement, warn the people, make the announcement on a Friday night, and that's over the weekend, and you will not be able to get your money out of the bank through the ATMs or nothing else. This is a warning. Now I'm tired of these people that come on and do these shopping things and this and that, or you got people that want to ignore it or don't want to listen to it, say there's plenty of food, it's just going to be expensive and this and that. Bury your head in the sand. Just keep burying it and not looking up to what you're really seeing. Now, I believe, because I sit there and watch the Alaskan Preppers, I watch that video, and I would believe what he says, and I seen the video on it, parts of it, and he even freaking put a link to the video if you want to watch. 3 hours long. Most people don't know about that stuff because they ain't got time they don't even think about that stuff. But these people on YouTube, some of them are so freaking stupid that they think you're stupid. That's why I don't, not that I'm greedy or nothing, but I don't think if you're trying to help somebody, if you're really truly want to help somebody, I look at it, this is something that's my job, my duty as a person that believes in Jesus Christ, to warn people of the things that could happen. I don't look for reimbursement. I don't have a lot, but I have enough. I mean, the Lord has blessed me with a lot of things, but I don't sit there and, the Lord said, that this is what I need to do and I need help with money or whatever. I mean, some of them people don't say it either, but some of them ain't Christian anyway. Or follow after Jesus. They probably know about it. They know about it, but they don't really get the gist of the fact. Just, and sitting there, talking about other YouTubers, and I don't watch their videos, I just read it, because they're trying to ignore the fact of life. Bury their hands in the sand, just like my daughter does all the time. It's frustrating. That's why I don't tell her nothing. Because, some people, just like my sister and my brother, never listened to a word I said until it was too late. And now look where she's at with no foot. I mean, some people have to learn the hard way. And sometimes the hard way is hard. You fall hard. But I am telling you, at least, I'm not saying go out and buy a bunch of gold or silver or this and that. But you need to take some money out of the bank, if you have it, just in case. I don't know how much they'll let you take in a day. I don't even know how much money people have nowadays. I'm not a rich person, so, but yeah, and when they shut down, you're not going to get your money. Doesn't matter. Remember, this is a government. That's a government entity. FDIC, that's a government entity. Just like the Federal Reserve and all those people. And if you've ever watched, I don't even know if you've ever watched it, but Event 201. Well, there's other videos like segment 2, segment 3. There's all a bunch of them talking about what's happening right now. And that was in 2019 when they started that first video. And that's thanks to Bill Gates. Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Those are the people that went to Africa all the time, and they were always doing experiments with those poor people. Always. Why do you think Africa hates them? I can't blame them. For what they've done to that country, I'll tell you what. That's what they want to do here. And already I've seen things about that. Me eat. It's on the shelves. It's like Impossible Meat or Impossible Burgers and all that other garbage. And then they're talking about 50% of the people are going to eat healthy. Yeah, because they can't afford to eat nothing. And eating healthy is cut out because you can't afford vegetables. I hope people are prepared because, I may be an old woman, but I'm not a stupid old woman. In fact, when I took the higher path with that woman there at the store. She was a person of color. I took it as an insult because that's what they do. They just look at a person and they say, oh, that person's doing this and that, so I got to keep an eye on them. Well, that store has cameras and stuff. They'd be on my butt if I was taking stuff from that store. It has cameras. And she's so stupid. They talk about us, but that stuff's going a little bit too far. And I've seen people of color that weren't like that. They're not all like that. It's just you get into those groups that believe what this particular jackass party says and believe that they're the ones that aren't the frickin' racists and this and that when they are. And also, I wanted to warn you about this. You go to First Responders Media on New Year's Eve when they're standing there, talking to the migrants in El Paso and stuff like that. And pretty soon, off in the distance, you hear pow, 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 like gunfire. And on the media, that night, on the local news channel, said that there was a prison break in Mexico 9 miles away from El Paso. 19 escaped. 9 miles from El Paso. They went by there and shot up the prison and stuff, and they escaped. But you haven't heard from that. That was the only time I ever heard about it. But these are warnings. I told you that, this is dangerous because we don't know the people that are coming across down there. I mean, they go in, they vet them but you know what they do? They make a background check in the United States because they can't do it in their country. So there's no fingerprints on those people here. And even I heard a British guy not too long ago said that he heard that they were putting them up in hotels with military garb on. I don't know how much that's true. It's just speculation. right now, but you know, yeah, I just don't get the way people are just griping about the prices, but not wondering why, and thinking it's just going to be hunky dory from here on out. No, it's not going to be hunky dory, because it just means to me that you're a little bit ignorant, because you're not paying attention to what you need to be paying attention to. I'm not talking about the people that subscribe to me. I'm talking about those ones that think they're bigwigs and get all these subscribers and hype them up, with all these big shot freaking names on their channel. So you go watch it and then it's nothing, or they'll wait until the last of the damn video and then they'll tell you what they was talking about, and yet it ain't nothing you freaking interested in the first place. That's how deceiving some of these things are. And I just, know the people that there's not very many people subscribe to my channel because YouTube doesn't want people to know about it, so they do. They shadow ban you. They hide you. But the ones that are subscribed to me, I know you wouldn't be subscribed to me if you didn't believe what I was telling you. And Biden, he's supposed to go down to the border and look to see what all the hype is. All he'll do is just stand there and freaking take a picture. He ain't gonna freaking investigate the freaking border. And he probably won't even go down there because I heard him saying he ain't got time. He's too busy with the infrastructure. Well, there ain't gonna be no infrastructure if you keep doing what you're doing. Messing with Russia and all that other stuff. Iran and all those countries, China, Korea. He's a fool. And then I also heard that the guy that hyped everybody into buying cryptocurrency bought a lot of the got a lot of the Democrats or the donkeys voted in with his money, and also some of the Republicans. And he's been in the White House 4 times. This little, and then he got arrested. He looks like a dork in the first place. I don't know why anybody would give their money to somebody like that. There you go. Get rich quick. There's no such thing as get rich quick. You got to work hard to get there. Anybody with half a brain knows it. You think some of these people that built up to where they got, they had to start with an idea, but they built and worked hard for it. In fact, this town here, where I live, after all this stuff has started, 5 businesses are gone, including a pharmacy. They were all family run. So they're knocking them out of the business. Those are the middle class people. And then you got these big chains with all their crap. I'm not ordering stuff online. I'm not going to do it because I want to be able to see what the heck I'm getting. I'm not doing it. I might order 1 or 2 things, but I ain't doing like a lot of other people are. I ain't falling for that. You never get what you want. They pick whatever the hell they want. And, it's probably more expensive than what you wanted. I want to be able to see the price. I want to be able to look at it and all the other stuff I need to do. You can't do that when you're ordering online. And then they got that danged old app for Sam's Club and all these other ones where you can scan it and, you know, you're ready to go and all this. I'm not doing that either. You know, and people go, you know, we go to the live person. You know, they were planning this a long time because those dang self checkouts have been in there for a long time and they just kept whittling them down. They were going to do it regardless of whether you went to them or not. Those people, you know, to get your stuff rung up. But you need to look, if you haven't, watch Event 201 and then watch the rest of them. Even Bill Gates, 5 years ago, he was talking about the P word to CBS News. The man was over in Africa experimenting on those poor people over there. I know, I did research on that stuff. That was on my other channel. I did research on all this stuff. So I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about. Just when I get mad when people think I'm stupid and not so stupid. I'll bet you I know more than that stupid woman in the dang store knows. That thinks she knows everything, you know? Or tries to be big shit. But you know, I worked at that store too. A long time ago. When it first opened up. I went to that store at the beginning and everything else, and I also worked in that store. So, you know, I don't know where she comes off, but I did complain. You know, it doesn't matter. You should not treat people like that. You know, my bags were sitting right there. She could have freaking looked at them. She could have looked in there and, you know, seen they weren't from her store. I mean, they're from the Dollar Tree. And the bags, you know, were sitting right there. But I ain't going to leave them sitting out so somebody can take them either. I mean, you know, you got to watch your pennies. You know, but, you know, it's just like, you know, watch your, you know, careful your, I can't remember how that saying goes. I think it's watch all your pennies, your dollars will take care of themselves. Or something like, it goes something like that. I can't remember now. But, I'm sorry if I, you know, sound a little brash sometimes, but I can't help it because I can't stand ignorant people. You know, I can't, you know, some of my family, you know, ignore it, but that's their own prerogative. The freaking thing, go ahead and ignore it and see what happens. You know, I don't care. I do care, but, you know, I told you. You know, and my brother and sister, they listen and you know, they know I'm telling the truth. And they got less education than my other ones do. So, yeah. But I just wanted to come out there and tell you about what the FDIC is planning on doing. I don't know when. So, you know, so many you gotta be aware. You know, go watch Alaskan Prepper about that. He talks about that. But just want everybody to know, and because I care, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. It's God's will. But all I can do is give you a heads up, kind of like a little warning. Some of these ignorant people on YouTube, I'm telling you what, don't depend on these freaking people on these media type junk. Like they did with PayPal, they stopped doing that. Certain people they won't take their money to have it PayPal if they're not talking the way they want them to talk. That's what I mean. They're trying to control what you say. When you fall into that, that is ignorant to me, because if you think more money than to what what people need to hear, there's a problem. You know. But anyway, I pray that you all stay safe. You're all healthy, and just be warned. We never know what's coming from one day to the next. It's different every day. But with that said, I'll talk to you later. Thank you. God bless. Peace and love.